Okay, so this is the second of 3 videos on setting your web forms up for success. This time we will be doing the seller side. I'll show you more than enough forms you'll need, as well as at the end of the video, what can save you an absolute ton of time when it comes to the data sheet, depending on your area. Again, this is the seller side, so if you haven't yet, or after this video, check out how to set up the buyer side, and I'll include the video in the cards here. This is super important to me to have these forms ready and waiting for me to keep the flow of the transaction, essentially my workflow, always moving forward. Take the time, get organized, and set these up. Just quickly though, if you like these videos, consider liking and subscribing. It means a ton to me, but let's just dive straight into the computer. Okay, so we're just at My Matrix. You want to go Tools, then Web Forms. From here, we just want to create a template down here. We want to add a template, and we want to name our template. So I would just name it Residential Seller Template, call them templates. Some people call them kits. And then go find residential listing here, and we don't need to add a description. We'll save this for now. And now we're just looking to add forms. So let's go over here. And the forms you're looking for, a safe bet is just to choose Ontario, but when it comes to data sheets, you'll probably want to choose your area. So we'll start searching Ontario Real Estate Association to start, and we'll want the big one, which is the listing agreement at the top. Perfect. You just need to press here. It adds to your cart. You don't need to add up here just yet. And my particular brokerage, we have to do working with a realtor, so we'll want the 810 as well. From here, we might as well add some FinTracks. And again, FinTracks might be brokerage dependent. They might have completely different forms for you, but I'll add that in there just in case. And now kind of the data sheets. So we're going to talk about data sheets as well once I jump back out of this computer to see how fast we can get them with some brokerages and boards, but other ones you might not be able to. So I know Toronto, they have the 290. So you'll want to grab this one. If you're, say, over in Ottawa, I think theirs is the 960, and it'll nab all of these. And if you don't really know, start searching residential data input and see what starts to come up for you. So as you can see, here's Sarnia, here's Windsor. So whichever board kind of you're on, make sure you choose and find out what you're doing. Maybe you can do a little less, which I'm going to show you afterwards. But from here, let's just add a few more that you might use, especially in this market. So we'll go for the 244, which is the seller's direction. We'll add maybe even amendment. You might do some amendments during, you might do some amendments during closing. So we'll have that in there as well. And you never know, maybe you're selling your own property or your parents' property. So you'll want the 161 registrant's disclosure of interest just in case. From here, now you have your 9. You'll probably have less because you're just going to choose the ones you need for your area and you'll add it. And now this template is there waiting for you as you flow through a transaction. So when you're back at your dashboard and it's time to just start inputting your transaction and you don't want to wait around, you come over to transaction, you name your transaction. I always like to keep some congruency. I always name it by the person, followed by the address. Then you just go grab your newly created template. And then now you can just create. You just don't have to wait around. You can just get going, keep the flow of a transaction moving. Okay, let's jump back out and show you what you can possibly do with data sheets to save you a ton of time. Okay, so that's how you set up the seller side templates in web forms. And I've mentioned this in my buyer video as well. If you're interested in learning the full transaction from A to Z of working with clients, check out my course in the description below. It will save you literally hundreds of hours, completely empower you on this journey, and have it to refer back to for life. The link is in the description below, and it's a value link as well for the YouTube family. Okay, so as mentioned, this data sheet will take you a good amount of time to fill out. It's all good, it's part of the game. You'll get faster and faster at it as time moves on. But if your board and brokerage allows it, you can actually save so much time by going to the listing itself, then going to the display tab here. The default will always be set to member full, but if you change that to member full with signature, which will add an area at the bottom for your seller clients to sign and acknowledge they approve this listing. From there, you just go to print. Then, of course, most of the time you will be printing to a PDF, as a high percentage of the transactions are electronic. From here, you would upload this form into WebForms, move it over to Authentisign, DocuSign, or DigiSign, whichever you use, and set up the digital signatures for your clients. Significantly faster process there, so double check with your brokerage if they approve that method. I really hope that helped. Setting yourself up for convenience is a huge part in running a successful real estate business. Reach out if you have any questions at all. I get back to everyone. My name's Callum Moore, eXp Realty real estate agent here in Ontario. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.